viewers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kerri and I'm the author of Cricketer.com. Check out my blog and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to learn more of my best-selling Cricut projects and how you can make money working from home with your Cricut machine. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this incredibly cute personalized candle label. I made this project to give to my kid's teacher as an end-of-the-year teacher gift. But this would be such a cute gift to give for so many different occasions. Another thing to keep in mind is that people don't just shop for kids' teachers at the end of the year. I shop for my kids' teachers all throughout the year. I buy teachers gifts at Christmas time, also for Teacher Appreciation Week, and gifts at end of the school year. So if you're trying to come up with an easy Cricut project to make for teachers, this is the one. I didn't make this candle myself. I bought it at Five Below. It was only $5 and it smells so good. They also have a bunch of different scents that smell amazing. All that I did to make this project was use the Print Then Cut feature on my Cricut machine with printable vinyl to make this candle label. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the candle label in Cricut Design Space and how to use the Print Then Cut feature to make it. You can customize your candle label to say anything or to have any photo you want. If you have a Cricut business and like to make money selling Cricut projects, this is like the best project to make. It's such minimal effort and it's cheap to make and so easy. And this isn't just great for teachers. I bet grandparents would love this for Mother's Day, Father's Day. It'd make a cute Christmas gift. Who wouldn't love a candle like this? You could even make these as wedding gifts. There's some candle labels that I've been wanting to make for some of my friends too. I saw a really funny one and I think it said, "Our friendship is like this candle, forget about me and I'll burn your effing house down." I thought that was super funny. Before we dive more into this tutorial, I would love if you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. I always like to start my videos off by talking about the materials that you'll need to complete this project. You'll obviously need a candle, and like I said, I got it from Five Below. You'll also need a Cricut machine. You can use any Cricut machine since the label you're making is really small. So whether that be the Cricut Joy, the Cricut Maker, the Cricut Explorer 2, any of those Cricut machines will work. You'll also need some printable vinyl and an inkjet printer. The biggest problem that I had when I was making this was that my inkjet printer sucks and my photo quality was not coming out good. I'm in the market for a new inkjet printer, so if you have one that you love, I would love if you left a comment below letting me know which inkjet printer you like. I was able to tinker with the settings and do like a printer head cleaning and some alignment and stuff like that to get the photo quality better. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, but the better your printer is, the better your photo quality will be and the better your project will come out. You'll also need a mat to stick your vinyl paper to. I would recommend using a blue light grip mat. That's really all you need. I need to measure the jar to figure out how big I want to make the label. You could measure the pre-existing label and make your label be the same size. However, I know that I want my label to be bigger. I'm going to keep the height the same as this one, but I want it to wrap more around the jar so I can fit a photo and words. So I'm going to start where I want it to start, which is about here, and then curve around. So I'm going to do about 4.5 inches by 2 3/4. So now I'm going to move over to Cricut Design Space and make a rectangle that's that size. Once you're in Cricut Design Space, I want you to make a rectangle. So go over to Shapes. And I'm going to click this one. And then I need to resize the rectangle to fit the measurements that I just measured. If you click this unlock button, you can change the measurements. So I know I want mine to be 2.75 inches high, and the width I want to be 4.5. I'm going to change the color to white, and then I'm going to add a photo on this half. To upload a photo, go to Upload, Upload Image, Browse, and then select a file that you have saved on your computer. This is my son's school photo that I want to use. So I'm going to select Complex, Continue, Apply and Continue, and then Print Then Cut Image. Then click Upload. Select the photo and click Apply to Canvas. I want this photo to be the same height as this. So I'm going to click 2.75. I'm not going to unlock it because I want the picture to stay proportional. So now I can drag it over. You can see that this rectangle has curved edges, so I'm going to need to slice this photo so that it fits into the curved edge. I think it will be easier if I send this one to the front, so right click and click Bring to Forward. I'm also going to zoom in so we can see a little better. So I can drag this over to right about there. First, I need to click the photo in the back and then select the Shift button and then select the rectangle. Now it makes this slice button available to click. So I can click Slice. Then I can move this piece away and the corners. This can be deleted and this can be moved right up to here. If you want to align it, you can highlight it and click Align and align it at the top so you know it's perfect. The next thing that I want to do is add some text. I'm going to be using two fonts that I found from Creative Fabrica to write the words out. One is a more traditional font and then one is a fancier looking font. So the first font that I'm using is called Montage Font. I will leave links down below in my video description if you want to use these same fonts. If you have the All Access subscription plan, all you need to do is click the big green download button. Next, I'm going to download this font. It's called Breathing Font. So just like before, I'm going to click the big green download button, double click the zip file, open up the font, and click Install. If you don't already have a subscription to Creative Fabrica and you're interested in trying them out, I also have a link to a free trial down below in my video description. You can get a free 1-month trial, and then after the 1-month trial is over, you can choose to sign up for their all access subscription, or you can cancel with no questions asked. Normally their subscriptions are $29 a month, but they have a great deal going on right now where you can get it for just $4.99 a month. Now I need to go back into Cricut Design Space and refresh the page so that the fonts show up. Before you refresh the page, you want to make sure that you save your project, because if you refresh the page without saving your project is going to disappear and there's no way to get it back. So make sure you click Save always before you refresh. Now that my file is saved, I can go up to View and then Force Reload. Now the fonts that I need should be in the font files. So I'm going to click Text, and then I'm going to write Thank You For. And I want to change the font. Click System because this is one that you downloaded. It's not a Cricut font. And the font name was Montage. Now I can shrink it down. These letters are spaced really far apart from one another, so I want to shrink the space down. So right here it says letter space. You can click this down arrow a couple times until the letters get closer to where you would like them to be. Next, I'm going to type out the word lighting. So click Text, and then I'm going to write lighting. And I'm going to change the font to Breathing. That is such a pretty font. I love it. I'm going to shrink this down And then move that over here. And next I wanted to say up my life. I'm gonna duplicate this so it will be about the same size when I retype it. Up my life. You can move that here. And then I want to type Love Barrett. I think it might be cute to go with a more playful font for his name, so I'm just going to try to see how it looks with this font called Tater Tot that I use a lot for kids. Oh gosh, I don't know. I can't decide. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the script font or do you like the more playful kid font? The next thing that I need to do is highlight this whole image and then click Flatten. Now it's all one piece that I should be able to print out on my printer. I'm going to be using printable sticker paper, but I'm gonna do a test print just on the regular printer first to make sure it prints okay before I end up wasting any of my good sticker paper. So I'm going to go up here to click Make It. It's set up as a Print Then Cut, which is exactly what I want. Then I can click Continue and Send to Printer. It's asking me to do a Print Then Cut calibration. I'm just gonna click Not Now because I just wanna do a test cut on my printer. And then I'm gonna click Print. This is the test print that just came out on just regular copy paper. I will say that the edges look a little bit crappy and it's kind of blurry. I haven't used this printer in a while, so I might just have to print it a few times to get the ink going. But what I am going to do for now is cut this out just with a pair of scissors and then hold it up to my candle to make sure it's about the same size that I want it to be. Alright, so there's my label. I wanted it to be the same height as this, which it is. And I'm going to be putting it on the back of the candle so that the teacher will have this on one side and then the regular label on the other. As far as the size and the fonts and everything, I think it looks awesome. The problem I'm having right now is just more with my printer ink not looking very good. I spent a lot of time playing around with settings on my printer because my picture just kept coming out bad. I decided to test it out on the actual Cricut vinyl paper to see if it was the paper that was wrong, and it's really just my printer. But my husband did some more tinkering and I think we got it right, so I'm going to try a final test print. This is what the vinyl paper looks like. It says Cricut on one side and then it's white on the other. So the side that you want it to cut on, which is the white side, has to be facing down. I'm going to recut on this piece of paper so it doesn't go to waste. I'm just going to flip it over like this and slide it into the tray. And then tell the computer to print. So once again, I'm going to go over and click Make It. And Continue. Send to Printer. And Print. Fingers crossed the photo quality comes out nice. So this is the new photo that I just printed in comparison to this one, which was the old one. You can see this one had like a ton of lines. This one looks a lot better. Stick your paper in the upper left-hand corner of your mat and smooth it down flat. I need to select my material, which is printable vinyl. So I'm going to go over to Browse All Materials and search printable vinyl. And there it is. Click Done. And now we can load it into the machine. Next, I'm going to clean the surface of my blank. I'm only going to be cleaning this side where the sticker is going to be going, and I'm going to use isopropyl alcohol and a coffee filter. I use coffee filters because they're lint-free and they won't leave any kind of residue onto my blank. And you only need a little bit, so I just rip off like a quarter of it and I save the rest. And then I fold it up a little bit. Probably clean the whole thing so it's a little dusty. Wait a few minutes for the alcohol to fully dry and then you can apply your vinyl. So what I'm going to do is make sure I put this side facing down, put it flat on the table, and then a lot of times if you're working with something rolly, to keep it flat, I like to use a lint roller. So you can stick it right there. It works even better if you have two, but right now I just have one and that's fine. Actually, I need to figure out where I'm going to put the sticker because I want it to be in line with this one. So I'm going to grab my ruler and measure the distance from the candle to the top of the sticker so I can do the same on the other side. So my label needs to be 1 centimeter exactly from the top of the pink candle. I'm going to use my fingers right here so I know where the label is, flip it all the way over flat, hold it in place with this. And then using a pencil, I'm going to make 2 marks. We'll have one here and one over here. It's easier if I do it from this side so I can see the lines better. So center it and then line it up with those 2 lines. I started in the middle and now I'm smoothing it outward. Now we have the finished product. What do you think, guys? Do you like this project? Do you think it's a good gift for a teacher? I think this would be so cute to give grandparents for their birthday or Mother's or Father's Day.
Thanks for watching. Bye!